Hello and welcome back to rarebricksets.com. In the second of 4 videos, we're going to be talking about the main level of the train station, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the features, and also I'm going to show you how we actually built some of the pieces here. And this is something we do with all of our videos in our website. We don't just show you, we don't just talk about the dimensions, and we don't just have all the pictures. But if we see something that we think is going to be a little bit complicated or you may not have done before, we'll actually show you how to build it. So for example, in this case, in this train station, we did a lot of sideways building. This has become very popular in the modular sets where we're actually building sideways. And then as you know, and you can see it in the pictures, all of our Lego sets are always fully furnished. So we're going to talk about the inside and everything in this video. But to basically get started, we talked about the overall dimensions in the last video. What I want to show you now is some of the features. We talked about the basic layout. You start out basically building a rectangle. We always do the outside first, and then as we add the features on the inside, or for example, when we build the outside, we do it in small steps. This is one of the differences between written instructions and what we do in our website. The written instructions that you can buy for custom sets tell you what you need to do, and then they expect you to do it, so that when you put the next set, when you go to the next page, the writer assumes that you have used the same pieces. We don't make that assumption. We're going to show you, for example, how we built the wall here. But the wall is not a necessity. You do it if you want to, but you don't have to do it. For example, we talked about this being 26 and then this right here being 14. That is the size that you need to build. What we decided to do was afterwards, we went in and we built all this that you see, all this decoration right here. This is all extra. And what we did was we used a lot of these types of bricks. There's 3 types. These are the 1x4s that have the knobs on the side. We use a lot of these. The other one is the 1x1 with a single knob. Then we also have the 1x1s that have 4 knobs on each side. For example, this is the one that we use for the lights. This is the one that we use again over here, for example, that you see right here, the 3 lights. This is what we use for that. But to basically get started, just to show you, right here, I'm actually going to take this apart here real quick, and I'm going to show you how we build it. As you can see, we use different colors. Even though from the inside you cannot really see it right there, you are not able to see the orange brick. You can see it here, but on the inside it's hidden. So that is what we do. We have a lot of these 1x1 bricks. Now these bricks alone will cost you anywhere from 30 to 50 cents if you buy them off of the Lego website. So we don't expect you to do it, but if you have them and you do want to, or if you do want to go out and spend a few dollars, do go out there, do get them. They come in very handy. And just to give you an example of how we, for example, built this corner right here that you see in different levels, I'm actually going to show you an example of what we did here. Here we have the Lego. I'm just going to use a couple of standard Lego bricks. Just to give you an example, we take one of these and we're going to build it sideways. Then we have another one, and this is just a simple basic example. We have one here, we have one there. Then you simply put one here, you put one there, and voila, that's how simple that is. See how that starts to look like that? That is what we did. Now if you want to, you can also then start building sideways out. For example, we can add another brick here, put this one over here, for example, now you have it one sticking out further than the other. That is what we did here. You see how that sticks out further than this side? This panel, we simply put a 1x2 brick behind it, just like right here. This is a green one, that was a blue one, and then we put the flat 1x2s in front of it. That is what gives this the look that you see in the pictures. It's very easy to do. Now over here, for example, we have 7. We have 7 of these going all the way up. And then we have 7 more in the front. So this corner right here has 14 of these. Just in this corner. You take 14 and you multiply it by 4. You now have over 56. In fact, this train station uses about 70 of these. If you don't have them, seriously, look at the Lego website. You see how expensive they are? Think about it. If you really have to do it, go out and get them. But that is why we like to do the videos instead of written instructions. Written instructions will tell you to go and spend $30 just on these little bricks right here, whether it's the 1x1s or the 1x4s. Well, we don't want you spending that much money. So instead, if you don't have the pieces, just build a regular wall. This is perfectly fine. And then the flat pieces that you see here in the front, or like you see the 1x4 with the knobs, you don't have to have them. So that is how we build it. We start with the wall, then we add decoration later. So now let's talk about the front a little bit. The front, the main thing to remember, this is very easy to build, is the arch, the bows that you see right here. We have the curved pieces here and here. These are 2 standard pea-sized pieces. These are the 1x4 right here. This is what is used in the front, and in the back these are the 1x3s. Again, you don't have to use them. We added them, and all we basically did was, I'm just going to actually remove this for you. All we did was we used some of these 2x2 roof pieces, and they do now come in many different designs, and then we simply built this on a 2x16 blue plate. Now, for example, this plate, just this one right here, will cost you over $1 if you get it through the Lego Replacement Center. The same with the dark and the navy blue, the earth blue pieces. That is why I recommend don't use them. If you don't have them, don't spend the money. Use the pieces you have. Now, if you absolutely have to have them, simply take a look at our pictures, count the exact pieces that you need, and you see we have the parts list on every one of the pages at the bottom, underneath the video here. You can actually email the Lego company with the ID numbers and the pieces that you want, and they'll tell you how much it is with shipping and everything. So that's all we did. This is what this is, and every piece we simply just mounted it right here on the 2x16. Then we supported it, and then once you see it there, this just goes right into place. So there you have it. It's a very simple thing to build. And I'm just going to lay this out because in this way you can also see what we have underneath. The benches, for example, these are nothing more than one of these pieces with a 1x1 round piece. And then we simply took, for example, imagine if this was a round piece, and then we put one of these 1x2s on it. And remember, the round pieces are always hollow. So when you build these, what's cool about these is because they're hollow, you can, for example, put these right here, and then this piece, you aim for the center there. You see it right there? That goes inside. You now have a bench. That is what the bench is. That's one of them, and then we have more on the inside and out in the back. So there you have it. Now, to talk about the door, we did the same thing, except this one we used the 1x4. We used the slightly bigger one. This main one was the small one. This one is the bigger one. Same principle. We put it on a plate, mounted it, and there you have it. Now, to get started on the outside here, let's talk about the back. Here we have, this is actually, you can actually flip this, as you can see here. We put this on the standard hinges. The hinges here, in case you're wondering, I'm just going to just pull one out here. These are the standard hinges right here that you see. You can bend them and they stay in place. These are the newer ones. The old ones did not lock in place. There you have. We put 2 here and 2 there. And then we simply built the whole plate. We use the same pieces that we use right here. These are the 2x16. And then we simply added some 4x6s. One here and one here. As you can see here, this is a 2x16. So this roof is 24 wide. A 4x6 plate, 4x6 plate, and then 3 of these. Put them all together. And then that is why we always like to use the smooth pieces. Not only make it look nice, but they actually help support the roof. It is all now put together. It's one piece, very simple. And there you have the roof. Then I'm going to talk about the lights. I'm just going to start back here since we're back here. Here we have a bunch of 2x2 cylinders. We took 4 of them, put a small one in the top. Then this piece inside, this black one, this is the one, the 1x1 brick with the 4 knobs. Right here. This is what's inside here. And then we simply put some 1x1 plates. Here you know the pieces that we used to make the lights. These are standard pieces. And then on the very top here, this is a 1x4, also a bow. This is the different variation of it. Simply mounted it at the top. There you have it. Very simple to build. And then in the front, in case you're wondering, these lights right here, since we took it off, I'm going to show it to you how simple this is. This is a bunch of 1x1 round plates. And then this, again, is a 1x1 brick right here that has the 4 knobs. Then we built the lights in 3 ways. Now what we did was this effect right there that you see right there. Right there. That piece is this one right here. It is the 1x1 plate that has the one single stud in the middle. That goes on top. This now goes into place and it gives the roof an added support. That one knob, then when you mount it right here, you have to do it very carefully. And as you can see now, right there, this goes into the corner and you now have the support. There's how we did it. Very simple. The doors and windows and everything, these are all standard pieces. Now, we like to keep our videos to no more than 15 minutes. Now, I'm approaching my 15-minute mark, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video now. And in the second segment now, I'm going to show you the inside. So we talked about the outside, you know the dimensions, you know what you have to do, which is mainly to build this outside 4 walls. Everything else is decoration. You can build it as you like it. So I'm going to see you again with the second piece, and then we're going to talk about the inside, the office, and the ticket counter and everything else. So I'll see you again in a second.